Hey, I am making Madeleines again, don't judge, but this time with hazelnut flour, cocoa powder, and it's straight out of this book. But I'm definitely making some substitutions, as always, substituting coconut sugar and cutting back on that amount, as well as using just half of what's called for in the recipe for golden syrup. Now these taste just as amazing, and I promise you don't even miss out on the sweetness. So let's do it. All right, so I've got some coconut sugar in here. I substituted almond paste because I love it. And we're just gonna do 1 tablespoon of this golden syrup. I never knew about golden syrup until I heard about Madeleines. And apparently it's used in a lot of British baking. So I'll put that in there. 2 eggs at room temperature. And one trick to get your eggs to room temp quicker is to heat up some water in a mug, then dump it out, put the eggs in there and cover it, and it should be fine in a few minutes. Always, to be safer, crack your eggs in a separate receptacle before adding it. Otherwise, you're gonna risk digging out shells. You ain't got time for that. And finally, some orange zest. Now, the easiest way I found to zest things is to hold it firmly in one hand, grab your zester, and just zest. Rotate with the hand that's holding whatever produce you're zesting, and just keep zesting away. So the recipe calls for ½ teaspoon. It's probably more, but whatever. Now we're just gonna whisk this together and put together the dry ingredients. Hazelnut flour. Having a scale is life-changing. All-purpose flour, but I'm going to use some paleo baking flour and cocoa powder. So we're gonna whisk the dry ingredients and then add it over to the wet ingredients. Hello! And having this C-arm spout is really convenient to adding ingredients to your mixer. And the last thing is to add butter and whisk that in, but I use coconut butter or coconut oil. You could use either. And then you pour it into a Ziploc. Hardest part is to put it in the fridge and wait for an hour before you bake it. But you can also make this in the evening, put it in the fridge overnight, so you'll have fresh Madeleines in the morning. Ta-da! I did put a rubber band on one of the corners just so that you can kind of keep the batter on one corner. And we'll be back in an hour. Let's do this. Let's check. Ooh, look at those little bellies. So cute. Smells so good. All right, let's let these cool down and then we can taste them. All right, let's try. Look at how cute that is. I'm glad I used that extra orange zest. So good. Hope you guys make these. Enjoy.